What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another video. And in this video, we're going to poke a little bit of fun at myself. Over the course of the years, I've certainly had some really bad takes as far as sporting things go. And I want to point out a few that I picked out today just to kind of make fun of them, go over that stuff. Rangers got eliminated last night, so obviously there'll be a lot more videos coming up here. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rangers had a great season, nothing to hang their head about. Very young team, got a lot of experience, but at the end, they just got beat by a better team. It is what it is. NBA Finals wrapping up. We'll do some Yankee streams here coming up as well, but there'll be a lot more videos in this channel, as well as the fitness channel. If you guys want to check out my fitness channel, I'm going to leave a link to that below. I'll be doing a lot of gym fails and again, things that I do in the gym and all this other stuff. So if you have any interest in that, how to get in shape or want any tips, or if you work out yourself, subscribe to that channel too. All right, let's go. First one there that I see is Daniel Jones will be better than Dak Prescott. Yeah, I said that. I said that. I did. Yeah, that was a video I made a few years ago. I said Daniel Jones will be better than Dak Prescott. Well, that one hasn't happened. Now, granted, I did say he'd be better than Mitch Trubisky. I don't know if you could say he is or not, but it's not like he was worse than Mitch Trubisky. I said he'd be better than Darnold. I think he was or is. Said he'd be better than Dwayne Haskins. God rest his soul. I think Daniel Jones had a better career than Dwayne Haskins. But the one, where I say that Daniel Jones will be better than Dak Prescott, that one was terrible. Obviously, Dak Prescott is not the greatest quarterback in the history of the world, but he is a top 10 quarterback, right around the top 10, top 12, top 13. They win in Dallas. He gets to the playoffs. And Daniel Jones is 12-25 as a starter. And Daniel Jones is nowhere as close to as good as Dak Prescott is. Not yet, anyway. Still hold out hope for that, but at the moment, that is a really, really, really bad take on my part. So that's number one. Number two. Beginning of this year, said Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner had a terrible offseason for the Yankees. They did nothing. They're going to finish fourth in the division. They're terrible. They're going to finish behind Toronto, Tampa, and Boston. Yep, I said that too. I said the Yankees aren't going to be any better. They're going to win about 89 games, and they're about halfway to 89 games after walloping the Cubs 8-0 last night. So, yeah, obviously the Yankees are the best team in baseball. Brian Cashman and company knew what they were doing this year. Aaron Boone did as well. I mean, let's face it, I went off on Aaron Boone a number of times. You can throw Aaron Boone into this if you'd like to as well. Now, of course, the Yankees got to continue to play well, and they got to continue to, like I said, finish out the season, and they got to make a deep run into the postseason. They got to win a World Series. I mean, that's really what they got to do. They at least got to get there. Well, of course, they want to win. But so far, through the first 59 games of this season, the Yankees are by far the best team in baseball, and it's not close. They win in a variety of ways. We're seeing the Yankees win games last year they didn't win. They're winning a lot of one-run games. They're winning 5-4, 2-1, 1-0, 3-0, 8-0, 10-9. They're just winning in a bunch of different ways. Guys are stepping up night in and night out. Different guys, different heroes. And obviously I was wrong about that because the Yankees are fantastic so far. Which kind of leads into my third one that I believe it was last year when the Yankees acquired Clay Holmes. And I made fun of him. I said, what in the hell are you doing with that guy? I said, the Yankees are trying to make a push to get to the postseason to win a World Series, and the move they make is Clay Holmes? I believe I said it just like that. That was before they went out and got Rizzo and Gallo. Yeah. What can I say? Swing and a miss. I swung and missed harder than Aaron Hicks does with men on third and less than 2 outs. That was a terrible take on my part. I knew nothing about Clay Holmes. I just looked at the whip and I looked at the ERA and the walks and I said, this guy, why would you bring him in here? And all Clay Holmes has done has been the most dominant bullpen pitcher in baseball this year and an absolute shutdown, lockdown closer since Chapman went on the IL. Clay Holmes was great before he got into the closer role. So again, shout out to the scouting department, the analytical department, the GM, Guys that saw something in this kid that I certainly didn't. The fact that he played in Pittsburgh, and I don't watch Pittsburgh Pirates baseball, but they obviously saw something in him that they could fix. And great job by Matt Blake, who has fixed whatever it is. They have definitely gotten an absolute beast in Clay Holmes. So obviously that was a horrendous take by me, and it was a great addition to the New York Yankees. And finally, the fourth one I'm going to do here, maybe I'll do another one of these videos in the future. I don't know, because I could go back and go through a lot of really bad takes that I had. I mean, I could talk about thinking the Giants are going to win 10 games last year and having a bunch of talking about Saquon Barkley winning an MVP or Baker Mayfield winning an MVP. There's a lot of them. But for today, we're just going to do 4. And that fourth one is me praising Joe Judge. Yeah, that's right. Believe it or not, in 2020, I was all above the Joe Judge train. Hell, even Michael Kay was calling him Gold Jack and Joe in 2020. The Giants were a 6-win team, and yet we thought, well, a lot of us, I can't speak for everybody, but I thought Joe Judge was the man. I said, oh, man, he's got this team rolling. They believe in themselves. They're winning with no talent. They're right in the granted, the division was terrible, but we were right, in the thick of winning the division. They beat Seattle in a road game. I said the Giants are the best 3-7 team, and Joe Judge is the reason why. Not that he should win Coach of the Year, but he should get some consideration. Oh, I was all over the Joe Judge train at that point. Boy, how times change, within a year's time. But yeah, I was a huge advocate of Joe Judge in 2020, just thinking to myself, God, he's doing this with our starting quarterback hurt. We didn't have Saquon Barkley the entire year. He didn't have a training camp, OTAs. They didn't have preseason games. It was 2020. It was his first year as a head coach. And I thought the Giants had exceeded all expectations, even though I did pick them to win 6 games, but it was the way they played. It was the way they fought. And even in the losses that they had, I thought that Joe Judge was going to turn the corner and have this team getting back to prominence, which obviously was the complete opposite. They went right off a cliff, and Joe Judge was driving that bus right off the cliff for the New York Giants. So obviously that was a terrible take, and there were many takes that I had like that in 2020. There's probably about 3 or 4 videos where I talked about how great of a coach Joe Judge was, and then of course last year I probably did about 10 to 15 videos where I talked about how piss poor he was, maybe even more, because he really was bad. But he, then 2020, that was a completely bad take on my part. I was just so happy that the Giants were actually competing because it had been years, and I wanted to believe so bad that he was the guy, and obviously that wasn't the case. So those are 4 of the really bad takes, or some of the worst takes that I think I've had in the past couple of seasons, and there will be plenty more to come. I mean, listen, I always love when people go back 3 years ago and tell me this is a bad take. I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, I know the videos I make. I know when I have a bad take, and I know when I have a good take. No one ever goes back 3 years and goes, boy, that comment aged well. This video aged well. Nobody goes back and searches for that. I don't know if some people get vindication by telling you where you were wrong because they don't have the balls to come on YouTube and make a video. But that's the whole point of being a video maker. You're going to be wrong a lot. I say it all the time. I'm married. I'm used to being wrong. It is what it is. But I can always go back and laugh at some of these that were really bad takes, and those were certainly some really bad takes. And there will be plenty more in the future, trust me. Not that I try to do that, but it's going to happen. And when you make videos about the pulse of sports, you're going to be wrong quite a bit. And I was wrong there. So that's all I got in this video. Thank you for watching. You made it this far. As always, you're a trooper. Like, subscribe, share the stream out, ring the bell. Hey, if you got some more bad takes that you know that I had, leave them in the comment section. Maybe I'll address it in another video down the road. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bad diggity dizzle. I'm out. Peace.